Hello everyone. I know this video is going up many days late, but I thought that I should update it as soon as I was feeling up to it. I've been sick, so. Before we start though, can we all just take a minute to appreciate this coaster? It's part of a set that I got off Etsy, I think. My beauty has always been a curse. So, I love the Golden Girls so much. Anyway, so this is an update to my Birthstone Beauty project, which I sort of combined with a project polish, and the goal is to use up as many of the products that I picked as possible. Each one aligns with the birthstone for one of the months of the year. And I wasn't sure, I'm still not sure if I'm going to do it as a rolling project or as, once one is finished, I'm not going to replace it. I don't know. But this originally was a Fantastic Ladies project from the Facebook group Fantastic Ladies. And I will try to remember to link all of the important information below. I did not come up with this idea other than combining it with my project polish. So this was a collaboration from the Facebook group, the Fantastic Ladies, and it's awesome. So check some of them out too. I'm going to try to put them underneath as well in the description box. So I have my wheel here to remind me of which colors go in the order that they're supposed to. So first up was my polish that I picked for January. It's kind of hard to see the lines, but when I first started I was here and I used this. I tried to keep track of how many times I used each polish because I did use each of them this in January. And I am awful at drawing lines, but here's where I am currently. This was my focus one, so I would use this in between every other mani. So I would use this, and then I would use a different color, and then I would go back to this. So that's why I got like 7 or 8 uses out of this polish in January. I paint my nails every 2 or 3 days whenever they start to chip, and so I paint my nails a lot. And I got, this is, by the way, this is Ruby Pumps by China Glaze, and so you can see I made a very good try on this one, but the bottle's getting wider, so the progress will slow down. And I do expect that I'll be able to get this done by the end of the year, but it's not my focus polish for this month anyway, so it'll slow down and hopefully naturally I'll be able to use it up. For February, I chose this LA Colors Crystal. It's the Amethyst Crystal Extract, and it was just a clear base coat. I used it as a base coat, I used it as a top coat. It's a strengthener, and so this one is completely empty. It was when I was using it as my top coat over my glitter polish, for example, that's mainly how I used it as a base and top coat, and there wasn't much left to begin with when I put it in here, so this is where I started, and it's completely done. So yay! This is the third one that this is for March. It's the Rocket Nail Fuel by Beauty Guard, and when I started, this was almost completely full. There's my mark at the top of the bottle, right here. And now, as you can see, again, I used this as a base coat under my nail polishes. I drew a line, but it's a terrible line, and I'm actually a little bit lower than what the line would indicate, I guess. I'm terrible at drawing lines. So that's where I currently am, and I like to double up my base coats to try to prevent staining. However, my nails are terribly stained because I never don't have polish on them except for this very minute in time. So they're always going to get stained, and frankly, I don't care. So It's more about protecting my nail and hopefully preventing breakage, which is not a soundproof method, but I try my best. So for April, it is this Firefly from Hell polish that I got off of Etsy. This is a topper. You can do it on its own, but it it it's not great. It's a flaky topper, and it's meant to change the colors of the nail polish that you're wearing, like to give it a really cool shift, as you can see there. And I did make significant progress on this one. I feel like, considering you only need one coat for it to top your nail polish that you're currently wearing. All of my color polishes I do in 2 to 3 coats, but this is just a topper, so I don't. But I still was able to make quite a bit of progress because I feel like it goes really well over the warm toned polishes or the like deeper, like the red, and some of the other ones that I have coming up. So I wore it quite a bit. Okay. That was for April. And then May, I have, whoops. Oh, sorry, felt like I had to sneeze there. This ILNP nail polish in Funhouse. And when I started, you couldn't see, I don't think you could see any kind of like space. I just put a line right there. But now there is a little bit of space down because I did use this one a couple times, and remember, 2 to 3 coats each time. So here's where I kind of, here's where I currently am. One of the areas on that wiggly line. And I really, really love this nail polish. It's so pretty. And it lasts a long time on me, so. And then my other empty, yay! This is one of my favorite nail polishes ever. It's an Ulta polish. You can't get it anymore that I know of. Otherwise, I would buy all of them. And as I was using it, the line rubbed off, so I remarked it kind of where I thought I was. But again, that's the world's worst line. But it is completely empty. There's not a lot. This is just a tiny little bottle. It's the size of my pinky. Let's be honest. It's smaller than my pinky. So there wasn't a lot of polish in here to begin with. I loved it so much. It's so pretty. And it was my only, like, true, like, nude leaning polish that I had in here. So I'm really sad that it's gone. But I knew the day would come when I would have to use it up. And I'm moving it out of my collection. I'm sure I have something I can dupe it with, but it's gone. June, I chose the Perfect Formula nail polish base coat in ruby pink gel coat. I didn't use this one a lot. Typically, this is what I should have on my nails right now, since I have no other polish on there, but I don't. So it's just a base coat that you can build up through the week. And I have been wearing this and others like it for years and years. I love it. So that's where I was, and that's where I currently am. And I didn't draw a line because I'm terrible at it, and I thought that it would just wind up looking like one giant line. So I just left it. When I get down a little bit lower, I'll draw another line. This is what it looks like built up on the nails in 3 coats. For August, I have, again, one of my favorite nail polishes of all time. It's by China Glaze. It's called It's Alive. As you can see, I can't see through the bottle, but I've used it twice this month. So wherever I was, I'm lower than that. And I kind of think that the color becomes a little bit distorted around here, maybe. So I think that's where I'm at, but like I said, this will just be a surprise to everyone when I finish it up. Just one day I won't have any more come out, since literally no one can see through this. Truly. I've tried everything. I held it up to the light. I used a flashlight on my phone. I've tried everything, and I just can't tell where I'm at. for September. So that's what the It's Alive looks like. September is this beautiful, beautiful blue by Koki. Atlantis at Last. When I started, I only used this one, I believe, once or twice. But when I started, I was at this line, and I'm slightly below it. So I did draw a line, and that's when I realized it kind of makes it look like one big line. So, but I'm just slightly below it. I don't know if you can see exactly, but like I said, I only used it once or twice. And I'm about halfway through the bottle, and it goes wide, and then it dips in again, so I don't know if that makes a difference for how the progress is going to go, but I'm at the widest point in the bottle currently. For October, which is opal, and I thought this one looked kind of like an opal. This is Amok Amok Amok, which is part of that Halloween set I got off Etsy. So this is not a line I drew. That is a line I drew. This is like nail tape, so it looks suspiciously straight. But as you can see, I did use it, I think, twice or 3 times. And again, this is just another topper that is a flaky topper. It changes the color of the, the shift of the nail polish that you're wearing. And so it's not going to go super fast, but with consistent use, I'll get it done before the end of the year. And so again, I didn't draw a second line because I figured like that is too small of a, it would just look like one giant line. So I didn't, but next month when I have some more progress, I will draw another line. November is one of my favorite nail polishes of all time, and don't come for me. I say that because I love these polishes. I don't have to pick a favorite. It's like asking me to choose which kit I have that I love the most. It's not happening, okay? But anyway, so Sally Hansen, Yummy Yam. This was a limited edition 1,000 years ago, and I searched far and wide to find this bottle and I think one backup of it. Again, not a line I drew. Nail tape. Line I drew. Just awful. I used this, I believe, twice. So it's not a huge amount of progress. It is a small amount of progress. Next month, I will draw my line further down when I make a little more progress so that it doesn't look like one giant line. There are, today, a lot of dupes of this color. But back when it first came out, it was very unique and it was hard to find. So I'm not super sad about using this bottle up. I do have a backup and I have dupes. So I do love it so much. And the lower, it used to be really sheer, and so you'd have to build it up, but the lower I go, the thicker it's getting, so it's much less sheer and much more like a quick paint it on and go kind of polish. So, and the formula is still really good. Like, it dries quickly. I don't know. I'm huge fan. Last but not least is this atomic polish in zirconium, which, is that what it is? Yes. Okay. Which is my birth month, and I literally just took this off my nails last night. I used it 4 times, I think. And so when I started, I was at the very top here. I had used it maybe once or twice before, but not a lot. And I'm kind of saving this one to be like a focus polish in April, because it's like robin's egg, right? Like, it's got the gold sparkly, it's the right Tiffany blue color. So I don't know, this is a fantastic spring color in my opinion, but also very pretty for winter. So that's where I started. Again, you can tell which one is the line I drew, and here's where I currently am, somewhere along this line spectrum. And I enjoy this one very much as well. Lasts a long time on my nails, and it looks really, really nice in winter and in spring. So that is the update for my Project Polish. And I don't know. Let me know. Do you think I should add in 2 more to replace the ones that I used up? Or do you think I should just end it and call it a day? Play with some of my other polishes? I'm open to suggestions. Alright guys, I'll see you in another video.